Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for the singing of the national anthem? Soloist Danica Fernandez graduates tonight with a Bachelor of Music in Classical Vocal Performance.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ringing, the bombs bursting in air, keep roar through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Danica Fernandez. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of San Francisco State University, Dr. Leslie E. Wong.
Thank you, Ms. Fernandez. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Members of the San Francisco State University class of 2019, good evening. Tonight marks San Francisco State University's 118th commencement. Right here at beautiful Oracle Park. I'd like to recognize and to thank the staff of Oracle Park and the San Francisco Giants for their generosity and assistance tonight. A warm welcome to all of our guests and to the families of our graduates. This is a historic day, and I'm sure you have looked forward to this ceremony as eagerly as our students. Your support is critical to their success, and your presence here tonight reinforces our joint commitment to help them launch into the world where they are sure to make a difference. I know that you share with us deep pride in their accomplishments. I am pleased to report that since our founding in 1899, this graduating class is the largest in the history of this great university. The question of the night: how many of you graduates are the first in your family to graduate from college? Raise your hand. You are not only making a difference in your own life, but in the lives of your families as well. I am also proud to announce that among the members of the class of 2019 are 155 individuals to whom we all owe a debt of gratitude. Veterans of the armed services who choose to serve their country before pursuing their degrees. To our veterans, thank you for your service and all that you have done in our behalf. Joining us on the platform are some special guests who will be introduced by our announcer, San Francisco State alumnus, Joe Hallisey.
Please stand and remain standing as your name is called. Audience, please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. From the California State University, Trustee Jean Picker Furstenberg, Trustee Wenda Fong, Trustee Emily Hinton, and Trustee Romy Sabalius. From our campus, Professor Nancy Gerber, Chair of the Academic Senate, Jennifer Summit, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Lolo Hong, Vice President for Student Affairs and Enrollment Management, Venetia Thompson Ramsey, Vice President for University Advancement, Jason Porth, Vice President for University Enterprises, Jeff Wilson, Vice President for Administration and Finance and Chief Financial Officer, Nathan Jones, President of the Associated Students, Taylor Safford, Chair of the San Francisco State University Foundation Board, Sasha Bunge, Dean of Faculty Affairs and Professional Development, Lori Beth Way, Dean of Undergraduate Education and Academic Planning, Sophie Clavier, Dean of Graduate Studies, Alex Hu, Dean of the College of Extended Learning, and Deborah Masters, University Librarian.
All right. Also joining us today are our outstanding faculty. And will the faculty please stand? Graduates, our faculty have guided and mentored you, challenged you to be your best self, and supported you to own your own mind in your pursuit of a higher education. We are proud of your accomplishments. We have great hope as you prepare to go out into the world to make your mark. Please join me in a round of applause for these dedicated faculty members who have devoted their lives to teaching, scholarship, and service. It is my great pleasure to introduce Jean Picker Furstenberg, who serves as a member of the California State University Board of Trustees. Trustee Furstenberg, it is an honor to welcome you to San Francisco State University's 118th commencement.
Thank you, President Wong.
And hello to the San Francisco State University family. Over these 118 commencements that have been held in many locations, I cannot imagine any location more friendly family than Oracle Park, home to the San Francisco Giants and now your commencements. The Giants were world champions in 2012, 2014, and 2016, and now you are champion for the rest of your lives with this San Francisco State degree. Indeed, thank you to the Giants for welcoming the winners from San Francisco State this year. More than 6,500 women and men who will receive their diplomas on this field today. You will now join more than 3.7 million other alumni of the California State University system, 23 campuses strong, who prepare 1 in 10 employees throughout the state of California. You have gone to San Francisco State. You are ready, and California and the world needs you. As a mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother, let me also say to all the parents and grandparents, sisters and brothers, aunts and uncles, cousins and friends, spouses and partners, this is our day too. Our graduates are on life's journey, and they need all of us to help them, hold them, and cheer them today and into the future. On behalf of all of my California State trustee colleagues on this day as today represent the mantra of CSU. We are here for the students, but those who make it all happen, your amazing faculty, your amazing staff, your amazing administration, they have made this day represent your hard work and remarkable accomplishment. You've done it. You are a CSU graduate. We are proud of you, and you should be proud of yourselves. You have also been paid the greatest compliment by the presence of your commencement speaker. Over the years, you'll always remember who spoke at your graduation. The third in line of the presidential succession in the United States Constitution, the first female speaker, and the greatest speaker in the history of the United States House of Representatives, the remarkable Nancy Pelosi. I was going to say it. When I was visiting the campus last year and meeting with some students, one of them said to me, "Trustee Furstenberg, you need to understand that the history of the city of San Francisco has been written by San Francisco State. So I say, go Gators! Keep writing it! Thank you, and the best to all of you. Thank you.
Now, I would like to present the President's Medal, the highest honor that can be bestowed by the President of San Francisco State University. It is awarded in recognition of achievements, contributions, and services which have led to extraordinary progress and the betterment of our campus and society. Will Alam El-Qadah please join me? Alam El-Qadah has supported this great university ever since he arrived as a new student in the 1980s. Born in the West Bank, he immigrated to the United States at the age of 18. After earning his bachelor's degree in economics, he returned to San Francisco State to open his first business on campus, the pub in the Cesar Chavez Student Center. Today, Alam's business includes 8 campus eateries and an extensive catering service. Alam believes in the importance of higher education and that it is a path to self-improvement and success in life. He walks the walk and has consistently invested profits from his on-campus business into initiatives that help needy students achieve their educational dreams. In support of his scholarship opportunities within the College of Ethnic Studies, the Guardian Scholars Program, the Edward Zaid Scholarship, and various Palestinian community groups have enabled many students to attend and succeed at San Francisco State. Alam El-Qadah, you embody the Gator spirit. You are compassionate, resilient, caring, and dedicated. You have worked tirelessly on behalf of San Francisco State University since your first time as a student leader. And you have made a positive impact in so many ways, enriching the campus and changing lives. My good friend, it is with great honor and pleasure that I present to you alumnus, businessman, and community leader, Alam El-Qadah, the San Francisco State University President's Medal. All right, my friend. Please say a few words. Yeah.
Congratulations, class of 2019. I am honored and humbled to be here with you this evening on this special occasion to accept this medal and to join past recipient who I have always admired and respected. A very special thank you to our amazing and fearless leader, President Wang. Thank you for selecting me, and thank you to all who supported my nomination. And of course, I want to thank my beautiful family who are here tonight for their unconditional love and support. And I wanted to acknowledge our Speaker of the House, amazing Nancy Pelosi, for her leadership and for her excellent service to all America. Let me be loud and clear tonight. I am a proud product of San Francisco State University, and I am grateful to all my teachers and advisors who inspired me, motivated me, and never give up on me. I would not be standing here tonight without their support. Thank you. To the class of 2019, you made it, and you should be very proud of your hard work and excited about your bright future. San Francisco State is your foundation, and as you go out in the world, know that it has equipped you with knowledge, grit, heart, and soul to accomplish your dreams and goals. Greater success is in front of you, and as you strive to succeed and deal with life's trials and tribulations, never give up, always be grateful, and always pay it forward. You see, I am here tonight receiving this honor on the shoulders of those who paid it forward. So please pay it forward. Love your family, the one you're born into and the one that you make. Especially, I would say tonight, the one who are with you tonight in this cold. Invest in your communities and love and respect each other's humanities and dignity. Thank you, San Francisco State University, and congratulations, class of 2019. And go Gators! Let's celebrate them together. Go Gators! Let's do it. Let's hear it. Go Gators! Thank you. It's an honor.
Will Dr. Lisa White please join me at the lectern? There are people in the world who in their work and life not only transform the lives of others, but who also transform society. Dr. Joseph White was one of those people. The first black student to receive a PhD in psychology from Michigan State University. Dr. White's academic and professional roots grow deep in the soil of San Francisco State. He was an SF State alum, a faculty member in the Department of Psychology, and served as the Dean of Undergraduate Studies. During the Civil Rights Movement, Dr. White emerged as a powerful voice for change both in his field of psychology but also in society. One of the founders of the Association of Black Psychologists, he authored a seminal article, Towards a Black Psychology, challenging the field to better understand the unique experience of ethnic minorities. He became known as the father of black psychology. Dr. White was a tireless advocate for students, founding the EOP program at Cal State Long Beach, which is now a statewide program supporting disadvantaged students across the CSU. In 1968, while serving as Dean of Undergraduate Studies during the student strike at San Francisco State, Dr. White helped to launch the Black Studies program, laying the foundation for the College of Ethnic Studies. In his 25-year career as a professor at the University of California, Irvine, Dr. White mentored countless graduate and undergraduate students, many of whom are practicing psychologists, faculty members, and healthcare professionals. They are his legacy. They continue his work advancing equity and social justice all over the world. It is my great honor to present this President's Medal to the family Dr. Joseph White. His daughter, Dr. Lisa White, an alumna and former San Francisco State faculty member, is here to accept this award on behalf of her father, Dr. White. It is with great honor and pleasure that I present to you, in honor of your father, Dr. Joseph White, the San Francisco State University President's Medal. And all for you. Do you want this here?
Yes, I do. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, President Wong and San Francisco State, for honoring my late father, Dr. Joseph L. White, with the university's highest honor, and for giving me an opportunity to speak tonight and accept this most treasured award. My father loved San Francisco State and the city of San Francisco for what it inspired in him while he was an undergraduate and graduate student in the 1950s. His relationship with SF State spanned decades and included time as a faculty member and administrator in the 1960s. His activism, worldview, and his determination that all fields of psychology recognize the contributions of all cultures would be shaped by his own experiences as a Black man in America and by his education at San Francisco State. As the father of Black psychology, his efforts led to the establishment of the SF State Black Studies Department, the College of Ethnic Studies, and DOP programs across the CSU. Thank you. Few people are lucky enough to become faculty members at the institutions where they were educated, and I should know because I followed in my father's footsteps, graduating from San Francisco State in 1984 with a bachelor's degree in geology and completing graduate school at UC Santa Cruz in Earth Sciences. I joined the faculty at SF State in 1990 and was there until 2012. We are a family with a rich history at SF State, and my mother, my sister, and my aunt are all alumni. And although being a radical doesn't have an obvious pathway in earth science, I've been inspired by my father's work to demand diversity, access, and inclusion in earth science. I lead programs for first-generation, low-income, and underrepresented students, providing equal access and career training in STEM fields at my current job at the Museum of Paleontology at UC Berkeley. And finally, I want to acknowledge my sisters, Lori and Lynn, who are in the stadium tonight with other members of our family. While we fully embrace the label, the father of Black psychology, to us, Joe White was simply our father. We miss him dearly, but we're grateful and thankful for this honor and the recognition of his legacy that endures at San Francisco State. To the graduating class of 2019, great things begin here with you, your families, and at San Francisco State University. Thank you.
Congratulations. That's special.
And now, welcome Vice President for University Advancement, Venetia Thompson-Ramsey, for the presentation of the Class of 2019's Gift to the University.
Greetings to the class of 2019. Soon, you will officially become graduates of San Francisco State University. You not only become the proud holder of a degree, but you also become, now and forevermore, part of the extraordinary community of alumni of San Francisco State University. You join the ranks of accomplished graduates in the region and around the world who are leaders in their chosen fields. You will go on to make significant contributions to our society, just like our distinguished President's Medal Honorary, Alam Al-Qada. Some among you have already shown your appreciation of San Francisco State by contributing to the class gift, and we thank you. The class of 2019 has dedicated this year's class gift towards the Basic Needs Initiative, providing food and housing to some of the most vulnerable students in our community. I am delighted to introduce President of Associated Students, Nathan Jones, to address the class of 2019 and tell us more about this vital program.
Good evening, everyone. First, I just want to say congrats to the class of 2019. We made it, and we're here, so congratulations, and let's give ourselves a round of applause one more time. San Francisco State University and our student body are committed to advancing basic needs initiatives which are consistent with principles of social justice. This includes minimizing stigmatization, promoting self-determination, and embracing systemic solutions that align with our strategic values of equity and community. When we talk about basic needs, we're referring to the life essentials that are necessary for students to be active and engaged learners, activists, change makers, and participants in society. Essentials like food, housing, safety, and a high-quality mental health service are a foundation to provide an equitable opportunity for full participation in both the curricular and the co-curricular offerings of the university. Thank you. For some students, this may not mean much, but for many students, it means more hours so they can focus on their studies. It means that students can have one less worry, and it means that they can be more successful and realize and reach their full potential. By supporting new and existing programs that address student hunger and homelessness, the class of 2019 is saying to future students, we believe in you and we want to help remove food and housing insecurity as a barrier to your success. Along with a very generous matching gift from the San Francisco State Foundation, to date, we have raised $23,500. You can still give, so if you look on the screen behind me, there's a text code. But I want to say that I'm so proud of the philanthropic efforts of the class of 2019. Although we have so much more to accomplish, and that this is just a drop in the bucket of a larger systemic issue that we are faced with, this is a great start, and I know that this momentum will carry us into the future. Now I'd like to invite the chair of the San Francisco State Foundation Board, Taylor Safford, to join Venetia Thompson and I as we present the check on behalf of class of 2019. On behalf of the class of 2019, please accept this gift as our legacy to our fellow and our future students. Thank you again to the San Francisco State Class of 2019, and congratulations.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Jennifer Summit. Provost Summit will begin the presentation of the undergraduate and graduate college hoods, those outstanding students selected to represent all of the undergraduate and graduate students in their respective college.
Thank you, President Wong. It is now my pleasure to present the hood recipients who exemplify the passion and commitment that make us so proud of San Francisco State graduates. Now, let's learn a little bit more about them.
Stepping onto this campus, walking through the quad, I feel I belong and I deserve to be here as much as anyone else. It wasn't always like this, and I am grateful for those who fought for their rights and left their legacy, which positively impacts me and my experience on campus every day.
I view social justice as viewing and accepting and seeing the humanity on everyone. I remember my first day walking around campus, I was just looking around me and I would see all these different posters about different marches, different events taking place, and they were so diverse.
I think I've been blessed in terms of my academic experience, where all of our professors have worked to really engage us in the material and also engage us as individuals in terms of our own learning styles.
I think the accomplishment I am most proud of is being a graduating first-generation college student. This really taught me how to advocate for myself and really utilize the resources around me, including my professors, counselors, my peers, and even the internet to help me achieve my goals.
I try to see what can I do once I leave school to help make the world a better place. And hopefully I can do that by using my passion for data and analytics.
I see myself by making a difference by continuing my academic journey, which is to pursue a PhD in economics and health, and I seek to really study the inequities in healthcare that exist, especially among disadvantaged communities. And I believe that my research, just showing those and measuring them to whatever extent possible, could make a difference.
That's one of my favorite things about SF State is that it's so welcoming. Even on a large scale, it always feels like anybody is welcome to be here and to learn and to participate in whatever activities they want. It's, I think especially in the STEM community, it can be difficult as a woman to feel like you belong, but I always felt like, I wasn't out of place and that everybody was happy that I was there. So I always really appreciated that.
Coming here and kind of being surrounded by this community of support has been really awesome. Being able to work on homework with graduate students and having the other professors be willing to help us when we're stuck and even when we're not stuck and to really support and encourage us has been really cool. And I know that wherever I end up in the future, I've got this community of support that's behind me, and that's more than just my family and friends. But knowing that I also have support in higher mathematics has been really, really nice.
I think community has been really huge for me. I've had a lot of support from peers, from family and chosen family and friends, professors and faculty who have been super supportive in this program. I think that this is a hard program to get through without having support. And so I feel really lucky that I've had a lot of people along the process that have helped me in terms of thinking academically about graduate school and how to do that work, and then emotionally about how to work with trauma and how to support clients.
I see myself making a difference through my goal of becoming a professor in the future. I would hope to both be making a difference through my research, through continuing to study gender-based violence in Armenia, and through kind of instilling new different ways of thinking about either gender-based violence or other social justice issues into my students. So kind of twofold ways of making a difference in my future.
The most important thing you can do is to identify your why. Why am I here? Why am I doing what I'm doing? What kind of impact do I want to make in this world? Who am I doing this for? Revisit it regularly, change it when it needs to be changed, but always come back to it, because when everything gets so hard and there are these decisions and you feel like you're pulled in a million directions, the only way to answer those questions, the only way to make those choices in a way that is true to you, is to come back to that why.
For me, I feel so confident being able to graduate from SF State. I feel like the world is constantly looking at what the students here at SF State are doing, because we're constantly pioneering the way for what social justice looks like here within our community and within our larger world. And a lot of our alumni are going on to change the world. And I know that all of the students here in our graduating class, we're gonna do amazing things that are really gonna impact our communities. So I'm really confident leaving here.
What an amazing group of students. I will now welcome the academic deans of the colleges to the lectern to present the Hood recipients. Yim-Yu Wong, Dean of the College of Business, will introduce the Hood recipients representing the College of Business.
Thank you, Provost Summit. Will Olivia Tsai and Busita Chekalov please join me at the lectern? On behalf of the College of Business, congratulations on all you have achieved. We wish you all the best in the future.
Beautiful. Thank you, Dean Wong. Cynthia Grotzik, Dean of the Graduate College of Education, will now introduce the Hood recipients representing the Graduate College of Education.
Thank you, Provost Summit. Will Yusra Muhammad Ali and Jennifer Levine Smith please join me at the lectern? It is my great pleasure to present you with the academic hoods on behalf of the undergraduate and graduate degree recipients from the Graduate College of Education. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Grotzik. Amy Tsuyoshi, Dean of the College of Ethnic Studies, will now introduce the undergraduate and graduate Hood recipients representing the College of Ethnic Studies.
Thank you, Provost Summit. Will Mariah Manibusan and Alexis Andrea Adsit please join me at the lectern? On behalf of the undergraduate and graduate degree recipients of the College of Ethnic Studies, it is my pleasure to present you with the hoods representing your college. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Tsuyoshi. Alvin Alvarez, Dean of the College of Health and Social Sciences, will now introduce the Hood recipients representing the College of Health and Social Sciences.
Thank you, Provost Summit. Will Neerajan Chand and Nico Staro please join me at the lectern? It is a great honor to have you representing the College of Health and Social Sciences. We wish you all the best in your future.
Thank you, Dean Alvarez. Carmen Domingo, Dean of the College of Science and Engineering, will now introduce the Hood recipients representing the College of Science and Engineering.
Thank you, Provost Summit. Will Chloe Zerbal and Jody McWhitter please join me at the lectern? You were both selected to represent your class and the university because of your exceptional achievements. It is my privilege to congratulate you both and wish you continued success.
Thank you, Dean Domingo. Andrew Harris, Dean of the College of Liberal and Creative Arts, will now introduce the Hood recipient representing the College of Liberal and Creative Arts.
Thank you, Provost Summit. Will Maria Jose Lozano Sanabria and Lori Pirangian please join me at the lectern? I want to congratulate you both on earning the honor of representing your class and the College of Liberal and Creative Arts. We are so proud of your achievements. Maria, it is also my honor to invite you to address your fellow graduates.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, presenting greetings on behalf of all of the baccalaureate candidates graduating this evening, Maria Jose Lozano Sanabria, the undergraduate Hood from the College of Liberal and Creative Arts.
Good afternoon. What a beautiful day on a sanctuary city. I would like to start by thanking my family and my parents for their unconditional love and support. As an immigrant woman from Colombia, I feel honored to be addressing such a memorable audience. I am proud to be standing before you, representing a nation that is often underrepresented and misinterpreted. Like many immigrants, I have learned most about the love for my country here. That is to say, by being away from it. SF State has provided me with a safe pedagogical space that has enabled me to better understand the political, social, and economic dynamics of my home country. From here, I have witnessed the process of peace building in Colombia and the challenges associated with reconciliation. SF State has been essential for me through this process of personal and academic development for the following reasons. For the first time in my academic career, The majority of my professors were women who mentored me and empowered me every day. For the first time in my life, I had the opportunity to work alongside immigrant women like myself in research projects. For the first time in my life, I witnessed the power of bottom-up pedagogy, the ability to engage horizontally with my professors, and the importance of collectively building knowledge rather than implanting it. As 8,700 of us culminate this life-altering experience today, I would like to end my speech with the following collective words of wisdom. First, in many societies around the world, including in my home country, Colombia, thinking differently is often a synonym of death. I encourage all of us to challenge this vision by focusing on the importance of discourse, engagement, deeper understanding, and critical reflection. This is the first step in recognizing humanity on every individual and community. Second, be transformative. Whether you engage in justice, politics, education, economics, or any other field, actively work on transformation by addressing challenges beyond the surface. Contextualize, examine root causes, structures, and pre-existing conditions. Lastly, as we walk out of this ceremony today, we will all be transforming in a multiplicity of ways. That is precisely the beauty of this student body, its diversity and its collective vision of equity and social justice. This transformation is a product of our own agency, which must be recognized every day. Never fail to recognize it, because ordinary people have the power to do extraordinary things. Thank you and congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, now presenting greetings on behalf of all of the master's and doctoral degree candidates graduating this evening is Alexis Andrea Adsit, the graduate hood from the College of Ethnic Studies.
What's up, San Francisco? Yes. I have a confession. I am scared. I am terrified of what is happening to this world, to this country, and to us as a people. We see the articles circulating around on Facebook. We hear the outrageous comments being made by a man who has no business leading a country. We witness the passage of draconian laws from states that some of us might have to move back to. And there is nothing I want more than to leave here, go home, crawl into bed, and just dissociate into a Netflix marathon binge. But I'm here, and like you, I'm here to fight for my right to life, liberty, and happiness. Did you know the average life expectancy of a transgender woman of color is only 35 years old, which is preventable? That life expectancy is only constructed because of interpersonal and institutional violence against our persons. And that's just one example. And I could go on to list how the symptoms of capitalism have led us to a place where people that look like you and me are being murdered by negligence or misfortune. But that's not the point I want to make today. I want to remind you of your power. I want to remind you of the keys you hold. So this is how to save the world. Number 1, exercise your right to vote. It's our time, babes. We can win rent control. We can win health care for all. We can win increases to minimum wage. Number 2, run for office. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez used to be a waitress. Ilhan Omar came here through the asylum process. And Nancy Pelosi is the only woman to ever be Speaker of the House. But she doesn't have to be. Number 3, dream up a new world that doesn't rely upon the exploitation of natural resources and other people. Number 4, listen to others who are different than you, whether Black, Indigenous, trans, disabled, fat, gay. It is our differences that make us unique and strong, and only together with empathy and compassion can we build something for all of us. And number 5, continue to learn. No one individual knows everything there is to know, and all of us, with our diverse expertise, is going to be needed. You have the most important tools: empathy, compassion, and critical thinking. Now is the time to use them. So congratulations, class of 2019. Not only did we do it, but we can make change happen.
Thank you, Ms. Sanabria and Ms. Adsit. Your remarks tell us clearly and succinctly that courage, resilience, and agency are critical to student success and provide the fundamental values upon which one can make a difference in the world. At Commencement, we not only recognize your achievement as students, we look ahead to see what you will accomplish as educated and concerned citizens. And so each year, we choose this day to honor outstanding individuals who serve as role models, those who exhibit the highest values and achievements to which one can aspire. I would now like to introduce you to a remarkable individual and bestow upon her the world's highest award, the Honorary Doctorate. And it is my great pleasure to introduce Maxine Hong Kingston, who we are honoring tonight with an Honorary Doctorate in Fine Arts. The daughter of Chinese immigrants, Maxine Hung Kingston achieved early fame for her writing with her first book, The Woman Warrior, Memoirs of a Girlhood Among Ghosts. Published in 1976, it became a global sensation, winning the National Book Critics Circle Award. For decades, Maxine Hung Kingston has been exploring and celebrating the Asian American experience, challenging preconceptions, taking risks, and bringing light to painful truths. Numerous awards and accolades have been bestowed on Maxine Hung Kingston, including the National Humanities Medal and the National Medal of Arts. Maxine Hung Kingston embodies the spirit of San Francisco State University, an activist fighting for social justice and inclusion through her teaching and writing. She brought the Chinese American immigrant experience to life for millions of readers and inspired a new generation of writers to make their own unique voices heard. While Maxine is unable to join us this evening, one of her friends and colleagues in her Veterans Writing Group is here on her behalf. Michael Wong is here tonight to celebrate as we honor the accomplishments of Maxine Hung Kingston. In recognition of her distinguished writing career, her advocacy, and her contribution to literature and culture, the Board of Trustees of the California State University and San Francisco State University are proud to confer upon Maxine Hung Kingston the degree of Doctor of Fine Arts. All right, Michael. For you. And they're going to take a picture to your left. Stage is yours.
Maxine Hung Kingston sends her thanks for this honor. She asked me to speak as a member of her Veterans Writing Group for the past 26 years. In 1993, Maxine invited a group of veterans to a day-long writing, reading, and meditation workshop. The group began with mostly Vietnam combat veterans, including former officers and members of elite units, and grew to include veterans of other armies and other wars, civilians who had experienced war, civilians who had refused war, women and others who had suffered traumatic abuse, and Army veterans like myself who had refused orders to war and went to jail, exile, or both. Our Veterans Writers Group has inspired other artists to start similar groups to share their skills with veterans, to express themselves, and to heal as well. What Maxine started is a movement that will outlive our lifetimes and be one model of how peace can begin within and inspire change in the world. As Maxine said at the ending of her 5th book of peace, quote, "Here's what to do during war. In a time of destruction, create something, a poem, a parade, a community, a school, a vow, a moral principle, one peaceful moment." Thank you.
It is now my great pleasure to introduce our 2019 commencement speaker, who needs little introduction. For 31 years, Speaker Pelosi has represented San Francisco, California's 12th district in Congress. She has led House Democrats for 16 years and previously served as House Democratic Whip. 17 years ago, Speaker Pelosi delivered our commencement address at Cox Stadium on campus. Nancy Pelosi is the 52nd Speaker of the House of Representatives, having made history in 2007 when she was elected the first woman to serve as Speaker of the House. Now, in her third term as Speaker, Ms. Pelosi made history again in 2019 when she regained her position second in line to the presidency, the first person to do so in more than 60 years. Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Speaker, Nancy Pelosi. You are awesome. Awesome.
Good evening, San Francisco State Class of 2019. Are there any Gators in the house? I thought so. Thank you, President Leslie Wong, for your kind words and your great leadership of this legendary university. The campus and the country are grateful for your leadership and service, and we wish you and your wonderful wife, Phyllis, well in the next chapter in your lives. And thank you for paving the way for a woman to follow in your footsteps. We're all thrilled that President Lynn Mahoney will be making history as the first woman president of San Francisco State. Thank you, President Wong. Joyous graduates, distinguished trustees, Jeannie Furstenberg, eminent faculty, honored alumni, let us join and together applaud the parents, spouses, and partners, families and friends, siblings and supporters sharing in this celebration, whose love, support, and have made today possible. Let us thank the families who have made this possible. How happy I am to be with you in this beautiful stadium of our home team, the San Francisco Giants, and we thank them for their hospitality. And what a joy it is to be at home in the city of St. Francis, whose song is our anthem, Lord, make me a channel of thy peace. It is a privilege for all of us to share this day with the distinguished awardees who have dedicated their lives to bring hope where there is despair, light where there is darkness, and joy where there is sadness. Maxine Hong Kingston, a strong and courageous voice for Asian American women. Alam Koda, who was opening the doors of opportunity so they can pursue, to many young people, so they can pursue their American dreams. And the late Dr. Joseph White, a champion of equality in education and science. Graduates, this is your day, your success, your achievement. The degrees you receive today have been written in the ink of hard work, late nights, and juggled responsibilities, some of which Nate spelled out earlier in his beautiful gift. Your diplomas are not simply recognition of completed coursework. They are the fruit of your faith in yourselves, testimonies to your drive, your determination, your dreams to build a better tomorrow for yourselves, your families, and for our communities. Let us particularly acknowledge Marie Jose Sanaribra and Lexi Adzik as they speak for the outstanding graduates honored as Hood recipients and challenge us to further greatness. Thank you so much for your beautiful, beautiful remarks. Class of 2019, I thank you for the immense privilege of addressing you at the 118th commencement exercises of this historic institution. This is the third time I have been a speaker at the San Francisco State graduation, my first time as Speaker of the House. It is my great honor as Speaker of the House to bring you the congratulations of the United States Congress, now the most diverse Congress in history. House Democrats are more than 60% women, people of color, and LGBTQ community members. And they all send you their love and congratulations. And in this Congress, we will celebrate 100 years since the suffragettes won the right to vote, and we celebrate with more than 100 women being members of Congress. Our Congress is a testament to the powerful truth we see on this campus in our community, that the beauty is in the mix. We are proud, as President Wong mentioned earlier, that veterans are such a beautiful and important thread in the diverse tapestry of this university. On Memorial Day and on all days, we thank those who have donned the uniform, their families, and caregivers. Their service reminds us of our mission to make a future worthy of their sacrifice. To that end, America knows San Francisco State as one of the most vibrant universities in our nation, home to a proud tradition of activism and advocacy, and a powerful commitment to social justice that reflects the spirit of our city. We are proud that 50 years ago, your College of Ethnic Studies was created, which fundamentally and forever transformed the education agenda, not just on this campus, but on every campus in our country. On this Memorial Day week of patriotism, as I look around this stadium, I'm happy to observe that this class is America. You are America because of your diversity and because you subscribe to that special quality of our nation which our founders embraced, optimism. Our founders were optimistic as they established our country for the ages because they believed in two things: that every generation would take the responsibility to make the future better for the next generation, and that every person would take responsibility to make that future better. Our founders were successful not only because they were optimistic, but because they had courage. Courage is in the DNA of America and in the DNA of the class of 2019. From the courage of our founders to declare independence and not only declare a new nation, but one that was founded on the equality of all people. To the courage of generations of immigrants who crossed the oceans to take a chance on America, and the pioneers who crossed America to take a chance on California. To the courage of our heroes who protect our communities and country, our nurses, teachers, parents, and our men and women in uniform, and first responders, their families and caregivers. and to each and every one of you to have the courage and optimism that you have, graduating class, to reach this day. Our founders and every generation since have been successful because of their courage to act boldly. At the time our country was established, in the dark days of the Revolution, Thomas Paine wrote, "The times have found us. The times have found them to succeed in founding our democracy, and the times have found us now to save and strengthen our democracy." And the times are, we must be bold to do that. As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. warned in his "I Have a Dream" speech, when he spoke of the fierce urgency of now, he said, "This is no time to engage in the luxury of cooling off or to take the tranquilizing drug of gradualism. We must take bold action. We do not put ourselves in the same category as our founders, but we recognize the urgency of our times now and the need for boldness and courage to save and strengthen America." What is America? America is our Constitution, our system of checks and balances, and our freedoms contained in the Bill of Rights, much of which is under assault today. What is America? America is a nation of immigrants, unless you were blessed to be born Native American, and that is indeed a blessing. I'm going to dwell on a moment on immigration because America is a nation of immigrants. That's who we are largely as people. Immigrants are the constant reinvigoration of America, of hope, determination, optimism, and courage to make the future better. And now I'm going to quote a president you might not suspect I would quote here. President Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan said this in his last speech as President of the United States. He said this, "Thanks to each wave of new arrivals to this land of opportunity, we're a nation forever young, forever bursting with energy and new ideas, and always on the cutting edge, always leading the world to the next frontier. This quality is vital to our future as a nation." President Reagan went on to say, "If we ever close the door to new Americans, our leadership in the world would soon be lost." That is why we must pass comprehensive immigration reform, but that is also why next week we will pass legislation to protect Dreamers, TPS, and DED recipients. Any Dreamers in the house? What is America? America is a beautiful gift God has given us from sea to shining sea and beyond. And we must protect it. We must protect it as we build the infrastructure of America. We must do so in a way that addresses the climate crisis. The climate crisis, which is an existential threat to our planet. And we must do so in a way as we fight those who deny science. What is America? America is our values that are contained in what we put forth in our policy. We believe that our federal budget should be a statement of our national values and it should reflect what is important to us as a nation. investment in our children, their education, the health of every person in America, and investments in the arts, which bring us together and do not divide America. I know that San Francisco State has a strong commitment to the creative arts. That is a very unifying factor. Thank you. And we must invest in, as we build the infrastructure of America, we must invest in the human infrastructure of our country, recognizing that we have to correct the danger to our democracy that the growing disparity of income in our country presents. As we debate these issues, we should heed the guidance of our founders. They disagreed, we disagree. But they said to us, e pluribus unum, from many one. They couldn't possibly imagine how many we would be or how different we would be from each other. But they knew that we have to remember that we are one as a country. So we must engage in our debate with respect for the vision of our founders, the sacrifice of our men and women in uniform, and the vision of our children, aspirations of all Americans to the best that we can. And this will take courage, the courage of all Americans, and the courage of this class, your class, which is the future of America. The times have found you, class of 2019. You have demonstrated courage on this campus, the courage to work hard and study, the courage to follow your dreams. Now your optimism, courage, and activism are needed, not just for yourselves, but for our community, for our country, and our future, a future which belongs to you. As you go forward to make your mark in the world, please do so with the confidence that you have received an excellent education here at San Francisco State. Let us thank the faculty for making that possible. And that education, that experience, which teaches, will serve you and the world well. My advice to you, I know you are ready. I know you are ready. My advice to you is to know your power, the power that springs from being yourself, your individual you, from the quality of your education, the depth of your passion, the extent of your imagination, the strength of your values deepened here at San Francisco State University. Congratulations, San Francisco State class of 2019. Enjoy your evening. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you so much.
I think we should give her another shout out. Thank you, Speaker Pelosi, for your presence here this evening. We are grateful for your leadership and vision. Mrs. Wong and I have enjoyed your friendship and appreciate your unending support for San Francisco State University.
We now begin the conferral of degrees. Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, Jennifer Summit, please come forward. We invite the deans to take their place at their respective stages.
This is the moment we have been waiting for. I ask the candidates of each degree type to stand and remain standing until all the degree types are announced. Will the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Special Education please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Doctor of Physical Therapy please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Music please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Public Health please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Social Work please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Public Administration please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Fine Arts please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Business Administration please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Science please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Master of Arts please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Music please rise? Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science please rise? And will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts please rise? President Wong, subject to the completion of all requirements as prescribed by the trustees of the California State University and the faculty of San Francisco State University, and for joint degrees by the regents of the University of California and their faculty, these candidates are presented for receipt of their respective degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the administrative and teaching faculty of San Francisco State University, and for joint degrees, the faculty of the University of California, and by the authority vested in me as president of the university by the state of California, I confer upon each of you who have completed the requirements the degree for which you are listed in the commencement program, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities attached thereto.
It is customary that those receiving their degrees move the tassels of their caps from the right side to the left side. I ask that those of you who have just received your degrees move your tassels now. Congratulations, you have just graduated.
Members of the audience, I present to you the class of 2019. Please join me in a round of applause. Please give a hand for all the San Francisco State University faculty, staff, and volunteers who have helped make this day memorable. And to the families, friends, teachers, and mentors of the graduates today, congratulations. This is a special moment, not only for these graduates, but for each one of you. You have a role in their success, and fittingly, in today's celebration, I want to offer my congratulations to all of you.
And now, graduates and guests, please take your seats.
We now invite you to enjoy some great moments and highlights from the past year at SF State. As you watch, you will hear from Maria Jose Lozano Sanabria and Alexis Andrea Adset, this year's Hood recipients from the College of Liberal and Creative Arts and the College of Ethnic Studies. Together, they represent the academic excellence, powerful sense of community and purpose, hands-on learning, a commitment to social justice that are part of the San Francisco State experience.
I think one of the things that led me to SF State was that it's so diverse.
I would qualify my academic experience at SF State as a transformative experience because I really think I have changed the way I view pedagogy in general and teaching.
Being accepted on campus made me feel empowered and validated, and it also made me feel like I wasn't just another student filling a seat in a classroom, but that my person matters. And that's not just an academic viewpoint, but SF State looks at people as holistically as people.
I think professors really have a particular way of teaching at SF State that makes history, politics, identity, and social justice come to life. I feel like I have always been engaged in every class I have taken across multiple departments, not only classes related to my major.
This is a petri dish of change makers, just the gamut of people who are receiving things here. It makes me feel so proud to know that I've been a part of it and that my degree feels like a badge of honor. At the end of the day, the most important thing that we can do is work to build something new or something better than what we have now. And to do that, you need to lean into the power that you're given and not be afraid to take a chance and make a change.
We should be especially thankful for the perspective we have about the world coming from this campus, because you really develop a particular perspective. So I would say to fellow graduates to believe in themselves, believe in the power, in social power, and their power to transform whatever it is they want to transform, and the power of believing that ordinary people can do extraordinary things.
This video is a special treat every year. I love watching it, and every day as president of this great university, I am continuously impressed by what our students, staff, and faculty achieve. Finally, I want to share with you that at this very moment, the city of San Francisco is celebrating with us. Tonight, the entire city joins us in recognition of your achievements by lighting City Hall in Gator purple and gold. To all of you, my personal congratulations to the class of 2019.
Graduates, please remain seated as we watch this message from Rennell Brooks Moon, the voice of Oracle Park.
It's time now to receive the diploma you've worked so hard for. Ushers are making their way down the aisles to direct you onto the field. While you wait, please remain seated until your row is called and follow the usher's instructions about how to proceed. Enjoy the moment. You have earned it. And go Gators!